That's type shit.
Yeah, apparently we're a
Like
bunch of
this-
war criminals.
They simply
Yeah.
told us to not do that, and we're so nice. We just said, "All right."
I have heard apparently that there were Nazi soldiers that had learned to recognize the Quebecer blue streak. That if they started hearing like shouts of "tabarnak" and all that,
Yeah.
that they started to shit bricks.
Yeah.
What?
Les sacs français, là, les
Yeah,
Québécois,
the
genre,
Québec
calés de tabarnak, de petite vierge. When they would
Say
hear that,
Simonac.
they would know, like, oh, we cannot be taken prisoners, like, we're gonna get killed.
God damn it.
Wow, okay.
30 seconds.
Okay.
All right, everybody's here.
Yes, I am, but Kiki just said 30 seconds, so...
30 seconds for what?
I don't know, ask him.
Only 30 seconds to save the world?
30 seconds to climax?
That's more than enough time.
Tonight's drink has been put in the chat also.
Tonight's drink?
Yeah, I made myself a drink.
Oh, did you? I am seeing what's new and chat tips.
No, in the Discord chat.
Oh. The Discord chat.
Since when do we
Yo.
use
Yo,
That's
I
not-
too like to drink juice from concentrates.
I saw your glass of juice and I was like, oh, that looks like emotional damage. I'm gonna get some emotional damage.
the...
Tasty
No,
shit.
that's called a jungle bird.
Oh, what now?
Jungle,
A jungle
bird.
bird.
Yes.
Which
It
one
is-
is it?
It's rum, Campari, pineapple juice, simple syrup, and lime.
Nice. That sounds pretty good.
Honestly, it's alright. The Campari really makes it more bitter than I like.
Come, buddy.
Also, I believe we've noticed the little changes we had to Cypher channel in Discord.
The slight changes.
Slight changes.
Number one being that it is called Cypher.
Yep.
And we have the title as Cypher Players.
Yes, and T does not have that title, so we can ping it and he will not be disturbed.
Cool.
Oh, was he bitching without being disturbed?
No, but we were also not using the previous ping for when it was my campaign, the WDH. Because he had that ping. He does not have the Cypher ping, so he won't be disturbed by that one, so we can use it freely. Yeah, I had a quick talk
Does the
with
WH?
WDH is
Oh,
gone.
it doesn't have the WDH. It's gone.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had a bit of a talk with Wei earlier this week, and I was like, hey, reminder, these changes would be cool this morning. And they went through, so woo.
Time to never use that Cypher players.
You will ping Wei also with everyone.
Oh, I mean, that's even better. He has to get in on this, doesn't he? Are you good to go, Kiki?
Yep. I got my drink.
Excellent. Everyone's here, including Jason.
Yeah, I'm here.
Has your daughter been put to sleep?
Yeah, I knocked her out.
Sweet.
Tactical.
2x4 or lidocaine?
With my head.
Oh, damn.
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Right. What do you guys remember from last?
We went to see Stinky Pete. Among other things.
Yep, we made a deal.
You
Yeah.
guys made a deal.
Yeah, we
What
got.
kind of deal?
We asked Stinky Pete to find the evil Alan.
Real, not real, Alan.
I said evil.
You know what would be funny? If the real was not actually evil.
It's an option. It's possible.
I don't believe it.
No, me neither. But it's possible.
We really don't know enough.
Maybe he
What
just
a
wants to
wonderful
live.
question. What a wonderfully open question. Is real Kiki actually evil? So you guys remember going to Stinky Pete's. You guys remember striking a deal with Stinky Pete for him to locate um, real Alan.
Yep.
What else do you guys remember? For example, Alan, do you remember what you did?
He sold the
Just
name
strike
of
a deal.
the.
Yes, I fucked up.
He who
I did
stares
the
back.
thing. Yeah,
And of
huge
course,
thing.
you guys remember that sweet, dear old Vital is dead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The man who that entire session where you guys were mourning him could not for the life of you remember his name.
Yeah, that's on me. I forgot.
That was funny. That was brilliant.
Oh, I started reading a book of The Silent Father. I just know that it's about a spell.
And Shima also was reading a book about an artifact of
The wound.
the wounds.
There was
Did I
an
give you the info
orb.
on that?
Yeah, well, you told me it was like a fortune teller, that she was like good and everything. The orb was supposed to be somewhere. Oh shit! My notes. Did I put it in my notes? Did I put it in my notes?
Did you?
I didn't put it in my notes. Oh shit!
Oh no.
Bad.
Uh-oh.
Bad Shima.
A skull is a
Oh,
tabarnak.
no.
A skull
Que
is a
c'est
diable.
Simonac de fait putain de poupée.
C'est si bord de tabarnak, c'est de cave de mes deux.
I'm trying to remember where did I put it?
Oh no.
Where did I say it was?
I'm pretty sure the VOD is up on YouTube. But
Because realistically, though, it doesn't fucking matter because the map's what matters to me. All right, what else do you guys remember?
what does matter, Chris?
What an excellent question, especially when we're dealing with the metaphysical and the cosmic horrors that are surrounding you guys. There was a key thing that I remember that I found to be rather amusing, and I'm wondering whether or not you guys are remembering it or not. It was what you guys were going to do next.
I did not have a plan about what to do next.
Didn't we have a clue? We had a mission, right? We had a place to go. Didn't we?
You guys do have a couple places to go now.
Right.
I think I need a refresher.
I will remind you guys, in case you have forgotten, you were told about a particular thing that Stinky Pete covets.
Names?
Do you guys remember that?
The alcohol also.
Names, alcohol, and
The alcohol of the feast.
Yeah.
yeah, the
There it
alcohol of
is.
the feast. That's
Called
it.
ambrosia.
Yeah, but do we have a lead on how to get that?
As far as you know, nope. Not yet, at least. You guys last left, you were at Stinky Pete's, and before actually entering Stinky Pete's, I mean, I'm just throwing this out because I found it to be rather amusing on seeing on whether or not you're actually going to do it. You had spoken about abducting a homeless person.
Yeah.
All right, we wanted to try and make a litany of
Litany of tearing.
tearing.
Or several litany of tearing.
Well, to see if it's possible to do it multiple with one body.
I mean, there should be enough flesh to make multiple scrolls. The question is, should we? And what's going to be the consequences? Because this GM here likes to put consequences on all of our actions.
Absolutely. That is the name of the game.
That is the name of your game.
Consequences.
I got
What's
a question.
behind door number 1? Yes.
I've got a question for Alan actually. Does he have anything to create another deep one, or like to summon forth another deep one?
Good question. Let me check my notes real quick.
Because let's say if we get someone to come over, we sacrifice him to make the litany of tearing, but we need to discard of the body. The deep one could eat the body, and we also
yeah.
And we also need someone to keep on protecting the other guys while they're still in HQ.
Okay. Let me see.
It's time to open the thing that gives us the info about spells.
Yeah, I'm hoping I kept it up to date properly
We're counting on you,
with
GM.
my
Gift
version.
of the depth. I need to use an artifact for that, and
Yeah.
to be honest, I have an artifact right now that's kind of dangerous to have, so I wouldn't mind getting rid of it.
Do you not want the artifact, He Who Stares Back?
It consumes the artifact?
Yeah, it consumes the artifact. If it gets rid of the
Oh.
creature also, I don't mind it, but if it releases the creature, that's an issue. I don't know. But I could, if it does get rid of everything about the artifact, I could get rid of it that way. I need an ingredient, and it says ambiance is optional.
No, don't see that it's optional here.
Oh, I'm just reading the notes that I have, the ones that I originally took about that.
Because there's 3 slots, and one of them is marked artifact, ingredients, and ambience. And I think it would be nice for if something gets consumed that to have like a.
It has a little star next to it if it gets consumed.
Okay,
so if you're looking at the Gift of Depths, everything amongst it except for the caster gets consumed.
Yeah. Ooh. Damn.
And for the sake of simplicity, Kiki,
yes.
Just refer to the doc. So the ambience in this case would not be optional. I think I had originally maybe put it as optional, but I had rethought a couple of things, unfortunately. So
fortunately,
every now and then there's little light changes, but I keep it up to date in this.
Gift of depth, artifact, ingredients, ambiance. I need to be alive, large body of water, we got that. Let's see, what do I have for ingredients and ambiance? I have... Oh, I did ask the Dreamer to get me some coral last night, so he probably has some to give me. What else do I have?
I forget whether or not he gave that to you yet or not.
No, he hasn't given it to me yet.
Okay.
The idea was I wanted to pick up breakfast to bring him, not to be like, hey, do you have that thing? And give him nothing in return,
that's very considerate of you.
I try. DM.
Yes.
The deep ones, they're not imbued with any aspect, right? The deep one teeth, they're just decorative.
They're not imbued with any aspect, no.
It's unfortunate because I have 42 that could have been used. I
think I remember
Yep.
you asking about it. I think I remember telling you the blood was, but
yeah,
the rest
blood
wasn't.
Used. I used the blood already. All I'm gonna have left is the
this might be done on purpose to not have you guys just like open up like a occult creature butcher shop where you just start collecting like the toenails and hair and everything.
No, understandably.
Yeah, there has to be like a challenge and a cost related to summoning.
Okay, so I can use the corals and just like, crush them, gather them, put them around the body of water to create the ambiance, and then as the ingredient I can borrow the dagger of wounds, because I'm guessing I need wounds, right? Let me check.
Yep, I should probably have that put inside somewhere to make it clear. Whenever you guys do a summoning, you're going to need at least one aspect of wounds.
Right, I figured.
This is for all summons, regardless of what the summon is. And then afterwards, you need to match at least the aspect and sub-aspect, with the aspect being generally greater than the sub-aspect.
Yeah, that's been the general
And then the
formula
artifact
we
is going
saw.
to be the
Yeah.
What is it called?
And I believe recently you guys learned about something similar when it comes to creation. Creation follows a very similar pattern.
um, I don't know, strange box. This one actually goes to is it in the it might be in the sewer hideout page. Oh, that's weird. I didn't put it anywhere. But it should be there.
Oh, what now?
The artifact that I used to speak to the one who shall the one who
He who stares back.
Use just back, thank you. I haven't put it in my inventory or the hideout, but it should be in my bedroom.
It should. Do you still have the strange box? Is that the strange box I'm thinking of?
The strange box I used it up when I summoned the deep one the first time.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe remove it from your artifacts list,
Strange Box was the thing we
no,
found
no,
in
no,
the
no.
Dreamscape, right?
or
Yeah,
you,
that's different.
or
This
was it
box is a thing
the
of-
box of change?
It was like a puzzle. It was a puzzle thing that I sacrificed. The one that I have in my inventory is the one of change.
Okay. What do you do? Deep one teeth. Ah, yes.
You can make a nice necklace out of that, right?
Hell yeah, brother.
Maybe some decoration in your room also.
Fuck yeah. You know it.
Oh my god, some of the shit that you have in your inventory, man.
Yeah, I have a lot of shit.
That sounds familiar.
I mean, I have a used bullet. I don't know why I kept that.
1, 2, 3, 4 separate outfits.
Yeah.
Would you like me to get you a Alan's stash?
You know what? I have a better idea. I have an idea for my outfits. Next time I dream, I'm gonna go find something. I'm gonna try to find something.
Okay.
Something more versatile. Oh, there's still 5 doses of deep one blood here.
I mean,
Oh.
you had collected some, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, the last time.
And we have aspirin. Fuck yeah.
Clearly the highest of priorities.
Yeah, of course it is. Awesome. All right, cool. I'm ready to go home. Do you guys want to
Well,
kidnap someone?
we should ask first if Sticky Pete has
Jesus
an
Christ.
idea or clue about how to get the ambrosia.
It's a good idea.
Did we ask that last session?
You did
I
not.
feel like we yeah, that's something we should.
I think we did, and he said in the world of the feast. Or no,
Well,
he
that
said
would be.
he said I think
He
he said
said-
that, or he said that it was the way to get it was dangerous, and I think we just assumed that it was by going like let's say like through the dream to head to the world of the feast.
I mean, that is essentially what he would allude to. So,
Okay, so good to know that it would at least we know it would at least be dangerous. Okay.
What's the name of the artifact? The vase that I put water in? Do you remember what it was called?
oh, that's an excellent question. I have no fucking clue.
I'll just write vase of the deep
I want to say it was something of secrets.
because it's probably going to get used this section anyway. So I guess.
Is that the vase that you gave a secret to receive a secret, or no?
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, it is. To get the answer to the riddle of the deep, which, if I'm not a fucking moron, I wrote down.
I mean, there's reasons to think you are regardless.
Mm-hmm. Nope, I didn't
You
write
are
it
a
down.
very kind and generous person, Alex.
Thank you.
I
You can keep going. I'll stop.
was dripping with sarcasm. I didn't write it down. I'm sorry. Do you remember what the answer was? I'm guessing you do, right?
What the
Jim?
answer was?
Yeah, to the riddle of the deep. The answer that I got from Hugh Stirs back.
Yes, I do. Let me just double check to make sure. I could swear that I sent it to you.
Oh, you probably did. Let me check my messages.
That's something you should pin in your DMs in the Discord.
Oh, you can pin stuff in DMs? I didn't know.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
There's a
Never thought
limit.
of
I think
that.
you can only pin 50 things,
Uh-huh.
which, depending on how often you talk to people, that's either a ton or nowhere near enough.
I'm not seeing it.
I'm looking.
Oh, dude. I just
Yeah.
came across, what's his name?
Uncanny Alan?
No, that streamer.
Oh, yeah. The joke. The clip.
Nah, the dude who dresses as a chick.
Oh, hey, don't.
Both
That's
of
not
them.
the time. That's not the time. After session. Don't get distracted.
Stop getting me hard, man.
It's hard not to. I'm not seeing it. So, honestly, consider that it is a esoteric word. You know how to
Okay.
pronounce it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what matters.
All right. Perfect. Sorry. All right. Cool. Sounds good. Perfect. Thank you. Just glasses. So we know it's going to be difficult, and we know we have to do it in the dream. And so I'm guessing we have all the info we need. Or do you guys still want to?
Do we want to attempt this?
Yeah. Sure.
I've got a question, DM.
Oh no!
If I
No-
summon
no
a
more
lacerator, can he
Yes.
come with us in the dream?
What an excellent question. I'm not going to answer that.
Son of a bitch.
Some things are best done with experimentation.
That's what I'm gonna do then.
Should I remind you that you guys are still at Stinky Pete's?
Yes. Well, we know.
But yeah, once we go back to HQ, I'll summon the lacerator.
So, yes or no? Do we attempt a kidnapping of someone for the purposes of?
Oh yes, indeed. Yes, I want to.
You want to? Okay. I'm just really afraid of what's going to happen to us in terms of consequences. When, like, I mean,
We're-
you've seen how those homeless peoples are. They notice when you, like, give $1 to one, everybody else is going to beg to you. They're probably paying attention to each other.
Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'm gonna try to look for the one that's the most like out of their way, not speaking to anyone, and I'll just you know tell him like, yo, dude, I got some cookies in my car. You wanna come? Cookies saying more like I got drugs if you want some.
Okay, are you gonna share this plan
Yes.
to us? Okay.
I'll say like let's try to just find a junkie and attract it with some more drugs and
Are you trying to be any sort of discreetness while you are still within the confines of
yes, of
Stinky Pete?
course.
No, we would be
I'm
talking about that like
whispering.
away from Stinky Pete, probably like
Yeah.
close to outside, if not outside. We would not be talking about that in front of Stinky Pete.
And
Okay.
I'll be whispering to the guys.
You know, part of me is very uncomfortable with that idea.
Sorry, you said something what? Comfortable?
Part of me is very uncomfortable with this idea.
Well, if you're not comfortable with it, you can always go back with your car.
You're gonna do this by yourself?
Wouldn't be the first time.
No
Killing
way,
someone
man.
by myself.
Okay. Listen, I'll back you up. All right.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to dig into my man purse and bring out a bottle and hand it over to Manuelo.
You said a what? A bottle of
A
what?
bottle.
Just a button.
If you read on it, it says chloroform.
Oh, you just see a big smile on my face. I'm like, well, you know. Ooh, you got a dark side. I like it. I'll take it and
I'll see
I'll
what base.
yeah.
And I'm gonna let those two to it.
Okay. So you leave a bit early.
Yes.
And the two of you, do you wait a while, or do you just get right to it, or what's the plan?
Well, while waiting, I'm gonna try and scout to see like the one that seems more separated from the others, or like the more like high or something.
Okay. You do happen to find one that seems to be a little more out of it and twitches in ways that shows that he's definitely an addict. You can tell that he's not quite all there.
I'm looking at Alan. I'm like, this guy's gonna do the trick.
What is he doing right now? Is he like sitting, sleeping?
Currently, he's lying down on the side, and he seems to be just kind of playing around with the gravel.
Man, we're gonna be murder hobos, aren't we? All right.
Where do you think I walked away? Doesn't work because I'm partially a culprit. I know what you're doing, but I still don't want to be an actual direct part of this.
And thanks to your chloroform, you're actually an accessory to murder.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna. All right. I'm gonna say hi.
So as he's going towards him, I'm gonna start putting up on my gloves.
Okay. And Alan, you say hi.
I'm gonna say hi.
He doesn't seem to respond or notice you in the beginning. Just kind of playing around with the gravel, staring at the floor. He's kind of moving to and fro, like out of like small like twitches here and there. And he doesn't seem, if he notice, if he's aware that you're there, it doesn't quite show.
Okay. This is hard to do because IRL, I feel really fucking bad for this. It's hard to roleplay.
I was wondering.
I hate
feel-
it.
What a wonderful social experiment. Can you guys be evil?
Turns out
I
we
have a
can,
hard
and I don't know
I-
how to feel about this.
every time I try to be evil in a game or role playing, I always
You feel terrible.
I feel terrible, and I lean to like anti-hero like instead because I'm like, I'll be a dick, but I won't be a monster. Like even if they're like NPCs in the game, I feel bad.
I get it.
I'm that guy. Um, um, oh, I don't have alcohol on me. That I used it all for Sticky Pete. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Just do your.
They're not looking at you, but they're responding.
Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just fine. What's it to
Ah,
you?
just I'm looking around. I see a lot of shit happening here. People in distress. I guess I just want to help. See if people need anything, like
You got any
food or money.
cookies?
Ah,
You got
shit,
any cookies, mate?
I don't have any
And by
cookies,
cookies, I
but
mean meth.
As the two of them are talking, I'm gonna like start like just walking around to try to go behind him, and I'm gonna take out my handkerchief and just like
as
some
he's doing that,
chloroform
I'm
on
taking
it.
out my money to like distract him. I'm taking out like my
Okay.
$16, and I'm like, well, this is all I got, but I appreciate your honesty. Saying you want to buy meth. This is what I have. I can contribute to help you a little bit.
Okay. Jason, give me a stealth check. And Kiki, I'm going to need you to give me a deception check. Oh, Christ. I forgot you were specialized.
Yeah.
He's very, very
Uh,
special.
I don't have any deception, so it's going to be an intellect roll. Again.
Okay. That's fine. And so he does seem, while he's not entirely like taking you up, he's like, really? You're just going to give money like that? Someone like me? I don't believe it. And before you know it, Manuelo is behind him and gets him with the chloroform. He struggles for a while. Shuma, give me a might check.
I'm going to help him.
Okay, go ahead and give me a might check as well.
Like holding the legs while he's struggling or something.
Yep, you guys beat it just fine. I'm not even going to hide that. They're struggling against you, and you start to realize that, boy, this really isn't like in the movies. It does indeed take quite a while for it to kick in.
I figured.
And then after a while, they slowly drift off, and then they're out.
Once that he's out, I'm going to like just like take out a piece of rope, and well, I don't know if I had that. One sec, I'm gonna verify. Did I ask for that? No, I don't have that. I'll just drag him to my.
Had you not picked up something? Or was it somebody else who picked up
Well,
Picked up what?
I know in
the piano wire or some shit?
I have fishing spool wire.
Fishing spool.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like dragging to my car, but like taking him as if like he's a friend. He's just fucking drunk. So just like
Okay.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
arm
help
around
you
me and just be like just say some comments like, "Don't worry, guy, boy. Like we're gonna
we
bring
could
you
have
to-"
Bernie's the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, go ahead and give me some form of deception check.
I'll
Trickery
add,
works.
I'll
Trickery
put
works.
one of my sunglasses on his face so he doesn't look like unconscious. I have at least like 3 pairs of sunglasses, so one of them.
No problem. All right, so you guys managed to drag him back. You're not sure whether or not the others had noticed or not. No one asked you for any change on the way back, though. Maybe it's because you were dragging somebody and looked very clearly busy. Or maybe it's because they knew. You're not quite sure. But you managed to get to the car, unmolested.
On the contrary of the person they captured.
I mean, no one says we're gonna molest them. You know, we're murderers. We're not monsters.
I mean, you are a monster in the traditional sense of it.
Only half.
I love how you're immediately jumping to that defense.
I'm an incomplete monster.
Who wants to be a complete monster?
Me, I do.
So, you guys are in the car. You're heading back right away, or are you guys heading somewhere different?
Once we head to the car, we head straight for the HQ.
Yep.
Okay. You guys drive back, and there's nothing out of the ordinary. Your charge is in the back seat, sleeping, unconscious, and at this point, you're not sure whether or not the chloroform has worn off or not. But this person definitely is sound asleep.
Cool.
And then you get to the HQ. And coming out of the car, you notice a figure that's waiting at the front door. You're still a fair distance away, but you recognize her as Ramona.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, how goes it?
Yep.
So as you guys approach, are you dragging the guy behind, or are you leaving him in the car?
Yeah. I'm gonna leave him in the car. Just ask her, like how she's doing, what she's doing, like how is she doing, and what is she doing?
You see her, and she's just casually outside in front, and she's smoking a cigarette, which is
Okay.
kind of strange considering that she is rather young. You're not sure just how young she is. But you're pretty sure she's probably too young to be smoking a cigarette.
Dude, she died once. She can
she-
do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
She looks at you guys, takes a drag, blows out a cloud, and says, "So, were you hoping for me to do that, or were you guys going to do it?"
Oh, we got this covered. Don't you worry.
For to do what? The litany of tearing?
No,
Do what then?
sending the fool to the other side. She takes another drag.
Yeah, she's
Well,
I know
cool.
things,
once-
remember?
Once we use his skin, we need to dispose of the body. Do you have a way?
Can probably take care of that. Yeah. She
Yeah.
casually just looks at you guys.
All right, I guess we're in business then. Cool.
Can you assist us to bring him in?
I'm not sure you're going to want to do that. She takes another drag.
Why not?
Have you
That
thought
will
about
be
what the others
messy.
might think?
That would be messy, also.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do it in the middle of everything. We're gonna do it in the
Yeah, exactly.
the occult room we have.
All right, suit yourself. Don't say I
Did
didn't
you have
warn you.
another idea?
Yeah, do it somewhere out here.
Out here?
You want to drag in someone alive and then kill them, or do you want to drag in someone who's already dead? Have plausible deniability.
Shit, you're right. All right, I'm gonna take out my dagger of the deep, and I'm just gonna kill the guy.
Just straight there.
Straight up, just like, yeah, slit his throat.
You pull out the dagger of the deep, and you immediately go and slit his throat. And in doing so, you notice just a slight reaction. You're not sure whether or not it's because the dagger happens to be a ceremonial dagger of sacrifice, but a slight jet of blood goes and actually manages to slice across Ramona's face, and she doesn't even flinch as she pulls another drag.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Nah, I knew this was coming.
You know
But-
everything, don't you?
I know things when it's surrounded with death.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I'm
A
gonna go.
strange sort of sight.
I'm gonna go to my car, and bring out the
Okay.
tarp.
oh, you have a tarp. Oh, that's useful.
Well, you should know I have a tarp. I had you sit on
Were
it so you
you-
don't wet
Oh
my.
yeah.
Question for you, Alex.
Yes.
Was Eric already back at the HQ, or were they waiting in the car?
I would have assumed I was nearby the entrance waiting for them,
Okay.
unless you have something
Carry on.
else.
No, that's perfectly fine. No, I was just curious because I didn't know whether or not you, this whole time, whether or not you were with them or if you were
I would have waited
waiting
at
at
the
the entrance.
not inside.
In that
but
case, you
not,
would have waited with Ramona.
Not far from Ramona, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I would go get my tarp.
Mhm.
And well, essentially help with making sure it doesn't make a mess everywhere and it's a little more inconspicuous.
Well, if ever you guys get squeamish, I never mind. Just trying to not to make it hit too close to home. And she gestures at the guy you just killed.
Did you know him?
He was an addict, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think so.
Are they less human?
Are they what?
Are addicts less
Less
human?
human.
I don't
And she
think
takes another
so.
drag. I hope not, because I was one once. And she crushes her cigarette.
I didn't like doing this that much, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Gotta
That
do
is
what
the
you
way it
gotta
is.
do. Gotta get
Anyway,
as
I
much in
don't
our
mind.
arsenal.
Just don't make it a habit of one particular type. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Listen, maybe next time we'll find like some rich asshole. That could be fun.
Eat the rich!
Fuck yeah, dude.
Before you ask, I'm not rich.
Are you now?
Listen, I can't buy my own yacht or plane. I don't have that kind of money.
All right. I guess we bring him in. We wrap him in the tarp first, I assume.
Okay. And then you bring him in?
Yep.
Okay. Well, welcome to back home.
Woo! Home sweet home. You know, getting a body down from the ladder has to be a bit of a pain.
Oh yeah, it must be.
There is a bit of trouble in doing so, but you guys manage.
Now, here's the real fantasy. We're in good enough shape to do that without trouble.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna help Manuela bring the body all the way here to the back.
Okay.
I'm gonna greet everyone.
It takes
as
about
fast
two of
as
you
possible.
just to carry the body.
Mhm.
And at that moment, you've got DS who's standing by. And Grash just pipes up. I smell blood. You guys okay?
Oh, it's not our blood. No worries.
Oh. All right. And Diaz in the corner, he's looking, he says, Is that what I think it is?
Dude, we went into like a bad neighborhood. Dude jumped at us. Had to kill him. It's the only
Give me a
one.
deception check.
Yeah. I'm gonna put effort in it. Oof.
Ooh. Smooth talker.
I love
It
it.
cost me 3 though.
You added in just enough of the truth to make it believable. You didn't give too much. And you played it off very cool. And Diaz says, "Oh, well, I guess it's a waste not, want not, huh?"
Yeah, precisely. Or like, why let the body go to waste? We can make some arsenal to defend ourselves with his body, so he didn't die in vain.
I'm gonna keep away from that corner.
Oh, for sure.
Don't like the grisly stuff.
It's very grisly.
I would keep away myself if it wasn't the fact that I need to be involved.
You don't have to. I can take care of it.
As he says that, I'm giving him a look like you're not the one doing the right.
I mean, if you really don't need me around,
Me and Manuel can take care of it. Don't worry about it.
don't mind if I do.
I got this raincoat. It's easy to wash. Let's just say.
Easy to wash with, from water and mud.
Yep.
Blood stains.
I guess we'll find out. All right, so we're dragging him all the way here.
Okay.
Unless Manuel wants to do something in the.
No, yeah, we're just gonna bring him inside
Alright.
here.
Okay.
Put him on a table and with the tarp underneath.
And I'm gonna try and see if there's like a brazier or something that we can try and heat up the what is it called again?
Just say it in Korean.
Oh wait, I have here the information, the crystal ball. Yeah, Maine, USA.
Made in USA.
There it was. Yes, it was in Maine, USA.
But I didn't write the fucking. It was a sigil of the change, I think. No, the broken and
Sigil
mended.
of the broken and mended.
So I'll try to like heat up the sigil and try to sear his skin to like have the most sigil on it
Okay.
that can fit on around his body.
Yeah, I'm gonna help like with my claws instead of like a marker. I'm gonna just like scratch with my claws on the skin to make like demarcations to like separate where we're gonna cut, so we can
Okay.
put the sigils in the.
So you happen to know that the sigil's not the main thing that has you scribe the actual
Okay, I use it.
litany.
Okay.
You know that the sigil itself just happens to be an artifact of the broken and mended. It is not actually used to sear any sort of symbol into skin.
Okay.
For the purpose of that
okay.
exactly.
That's not how I got it.
But
Okay,
I also
then.
thought it was
All right. So I'll just start the right then.
Okay.
So
you
what
use
I'll
the
do
right
is
of the open palm.
the right of the open palm, and I'm gonna try to make it as big as possible to have the body like in the middle of the circle.
Do we cut the flesh, the skin off first?
No. I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Probably it's gonna do it magically or something.
Do you remember what I mentioned for creating a litany of the Terran?
Right off the bat here, like now, no.
Okay. Do you remember what aspect you need in the actual?
Need wound and the broken and mended. So I'll need the sigil.
Okay. Do you remember how many?
That information is not in the Excel, right?
It unfortunately is not.
Okay.
You know what?
One sec.
How about this? For the right of the open palm, you have ingredients, ambience, and artifacts, and you have yourself. Let me know what you who's the caster, what you put in the artifact slot, what you're using for the ambient slot, and what you're using for the ingredient slot.
All right. So the artifact, I'm gonna use the sigil.
Okay.
Is it?
The
It says
ingredients.
artifact has to be blade or sharp implement. Is it sharp enough?
The sigil is indeed sharp
Okay.
at
The-
areas.
The ingredient's gonna be one of my void blood vials
Okay.
and ambience.
Litany of Tearing is of purely of wounds, right?
Yep.
So we just need stuff of wounds. Let's see. I mean, you have your knife.
Yeah, but that's an artifact. That's like the artifact I'm using when I'm using the Rite of the Open Palm.
Right, and we need a way to get a ambiance of.
So
Actually, we can get any ambiance, right? As long as we have enough of the wounds. If I'm not mistaken.
You can always try.
Right of the open palm ingredient. Yeah. There's a circle of wounds and place ingredients within the center. On the edge of the circle, facing.
sorry guys if I was a little bit here and there is because my kid was like not going to sleep and my girlfriend was
It's okay.
talking and getting
That's
pissed. But yeah. So ambience. Would my arm count as ambience if I open
Nope.
it or no?
Ambiance is something that's like just the general vibe or aura.
And if I scatter the void blood around?
The
You
void
can
blood
try
is-
doing that. Generally, if you remember, the ambiance is related to either burning an ingredient or crushing it. Is one of the main ways to release an ambiance.
Alright.
That could work. Maybe just to make sure, like, there's walls right on this place, I assume. Stupid question, but the artifact that we're using is an artifact of wounds, right? Correct?
The artifact that you guys have is an artifact of the broken and amended.
It's an artifact of the broken and method. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So I know my arm only count as an aspect of wound and everything. I never tried to put anything through it, did I?
Nope, you have not.
I'll try that another time. Not for that. So I'll use two of my void blood vials. One to like spread it around the circle to make the ambience, and the other one as the ingredient, and use the sigil as the artifact.
Before we start.
Yep.
After he does that, I want to detect ambiance to see if it worked.
Okay. So, Manuelo, you go and you
Yep.
take one of your vials, and you start doing slight markings that are related to the wounds on each of the four walls, in hopes that this is going to cause enough of an ambiance. And then you start preparing the circle. And after a time, you notice that the blood does not seem to be giving off enough to do any sort of ambiance.
What about the thing on your arm? Do you think you can? I don't know. I'm shooting shit at the wall here.
I'll open my bandage.
Okay.
Take the dagger of wounds and put it in the gash I have.
Okay. So you're gonna just stab your gash?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and take 4 might.
As I see the guy, I was like, okay, all right. I was gonna suggest something else, but
You
if it
start to
works.
bleed. And the blood that's coming out is most definitely void blood. And there is a particular aura now all throughout the room.
Okay.
And it is one of wounds. You have your ambulance.
I do want to try something though, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Have you tried putting something, not stabbing the hole, but like putting something through the hole to see if it changes? Here's what I'm thinking. I have ingredients, right? Like the silent chalk, for instance. If we pass it through, does it become a wound chalk? Crazy idea. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't have a piece of chalk in my arm. If you want to, you could probably try to like let it marinate with void blood, see what happens.
I'm just saying, I want to learn how that hole works.
I do too, but I
Stick your
just stabbed
dick in it.
myself and I'm bleeding. Okay.
All right. Next time. That's fine. Let's do this. Let's do the ritual.
Chris is the idiot that is most pleasing to Shima right now.
And so I'll do the right thinking to for creating the litany of tearing.
Okay. So using the artifact of the broken and the mended, you manage to slice your hand on one of the sharp sides of it. The ingredient of void blood and the ambience, and yourself. It's all sufficient. Everything is in the right place. You go through the incantation. The circle's prepared. And the circle itself, as it usually does, the blood circles. The blood fills the center and encircles the rest of the vial, and it is consumed. And as you do so, when it starts to recede, the shape shows a pool right at its center of not quite void blood, but almost more of an ink. And you prepare, taking strips already prepared from your dear friend, Alan. With these sheets of skin, you start to write. You mess up a couple. And on the third one, you manage to get it just right. The sigils are written perfectly. Everything was done carefully. There's no more ambience. The ink is gone. The rite has been completed. And in your hands, desiccating rapidly, turning into scroll as you remember it, is a litany of tearing.
Just one.
Yep.
Anything left of the body?
Oh, there's still enough on the body if you want to do it again.
But now to do it again, I'm gonna have to find a way or stab myself again to create the.
I'm gonna
Manuelo,
hand you a crystal. Do the thing,
Yep.
man.
I'm going to ask you to add Litany of Tearing to your ciphers.
Okay.
I'm going to have to ask you, as if that was a bad thing.
It 1T, right? Litany? Or 2T?
Sorry?
Litany is 1T or 2T?
Oh, I think it's 2 T's. Oh, it's 1 T. Look at that.
All right.
And it has no H, to be honest.
And it has no what? There's
It
no
has no
H.
There's no H.
Oh,
There's no
right?
okay.
litany.
I'm gonna find a better place for that other thing. Are you still able to add more? You are.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think the sheets have a limit per se.
that's good.
Like,
Well, I mean,
like
it's because it does
in-game,
mention the
it
limit.
says two
but,
limits, but that's
yeah.
usually in game.
Cool. No, it's just because he's got something there already. Cool. Excellent. So you have a litany of tearing.
Woohoo!
Did you remove the appropriate stuff?
Yeah, I've already took out the two. One, right? Only. Well, no, wait. I've wasted one and I've used one. So yeah, only have 3 left, and I've already took out the formite that happened when I stabbed myself.
Mhm.
And the sigil, it's still there.
The sigil's still there.
Okay. So if we keep on going like that, we could keep on doing some linear tearing probably like once a day. But I need to heal back up.
Sure, Marie. Just try to pass a crystal through your hole. See if it changes aspect. It
Pass
might not
what?
hurt. A crystal that I have of the Silent Father. I mean, it doesn't matter what the aspect is if it changes it.
Okay, wait. Before trying to pass a crystal, don't you want to try and see if something goes through it, it can actually come back?
Have you tried? Well, okay. When he stabbed himself in the hole, did the blade come out the other side?
It
like
did.
through a portal, or like through like flesh?
Through his arm.
Right,
Yeah,
but
it
there's
burst
a
through the
hole
other
in his
side.
arm.
There is an open wound in his arm that looks like a hole, yes.
And
When you
can
stare
see
into the
through it?
wound, you see sort of like the openings. There's like a couple of openings, and they are I mean, slightly bigger than the width of the blade that went in to create the opening. And it is dark, it's purple, and that's oozing.
Okay, but you can't
Constantly
see on the other
oozing
side.
just very slowly.
Okay. Right. That's not what I was imagining. It's okay. Right.
It's not like a gaping hole, like a crazy gaping hole.
Right. That's what I was picturing. Like a gaping hole that's like
So
a mini portal that you can pass stuff through.
Does
you
be a
know
little
when
scared.
you get hurt and everything looks a little bit bigger than what it is? Think of it like that, right? Like in reality it's not that big, but like since you got hurt and you're looking at it and you're focusing on it, like it looks way bigger than what it is.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Like the thing's maybe going to be like 3 inches long and like max an inch wide.
Okay. All right. That's
That being said, would you like to pass a crystal through your arm?
no.
No, thank you.
It's gonna hurt.
I changed my mind also.
I suggest doing another coating.
You would?
Suggest doing another coating.
I suggest doing another coating.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not
Sorry.
going to melt.
How many doses of that void blood do you have left? Manuelo.
Sorry, what?
How many doses of that blood do you have left?
3.
Only 3. Okay. So that's 3 litany of terrains. Although, if you do a better job this time, you might not fuck up the first 2, and we can get more. But now you know, so you'll be better. Right?
I hope so.
I hope so too. We can all have some litany of tearings on us, you know. Hopefully roll high on the damage.
You know that each time you perform the rite, you will only get 1 litany of tearing.
Oh.
I will say this
Yeah,
as
yeah,
it
yeah.
won't be spoiler.
Manuel, I see the future. I see you're always gonna fuck up the first two.
Well, he might
Alright.
not fuck up the first two.
But as soon as he successfully makes one, it consumes the ambiance, essentially, right?
Correct.
Okay,
That's what I
that
was
makes sense.
imagining.
Sounds about right.
Oh,
What's up?
we need to go back to Texas.
Oh yeah. Why?
Well, it's a whole fucking ambience of wounds over there. Don't you remember?
Oh, and it's
His
like
place of
a
power.
permanent one because it's a place of power, so it doesn't get consumed, I assume.
I don't think it gets consumed by trivial means like creating a litany of tearing.
Cool.
Indeed.
It could be consumed by something gigantic.
How hard is it to create a portal there? It's
Well, not,
possible.
it's not hard because Diaz was able to do it.
Oh yeah,
but I
he was
don't
able
know
to
if-
do it for us.
It
But-
was right of the impossible angle. Requires an
Yeah.
ambience and an artifact.
And he
Wait.
had the artifact.
What if artifact does Diaz have? If he's able to make that?
What a good question.
We never asked him.
And only the ambiance gets consumed. But it's got to be an ambiance with wounds anyway. So, how did he do it last time? Do we remember exactly what he did?
He didn't really tell us the details. He gave us a.
But
The
visually,
manuscript.
what did we see
He used a blade.
on himself?
Sorry?
On himself?
No, not on himself.
He just used a blade.
Mhm.
Where did the ambiance come from then?
I believe you guys provided the ambiance.
We did?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
I could swear you guys provided the ambiance.
To the VOD.
We're gonna have to do that. We go.
'Cause it requires wounds
Mhm.
or real.
Or real.
Are you for real?
Artifact has to be a blade or sharp implement. Only accepts the aspects of wounds
And
and the
real.
real.
Interesting.
Slash the betrayer. That's
The
how
real-
I'm gonna. That's how I'm gonna call it. Actually,
Betrayer.
I'm no longer gonna
The
call it the
betrayer.
real, the betrayer. That's how my prophet called it. I'm gonna call him the
Yep.
betrayer.
Pure profit.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's fair. I feel like the real is like antimatter. It's scary.
I don't know what to
Uh,
make of the real, to be honest.
Right. Right. As soon as we're done with that, I'm gonna go wash off in the water. And I'm actually gonna before washing off, I'm just gonna pre-cut like the sizes that we need for like all the litanies of tearing, so we have just sheets of skin instead of having to hoard a whole body. Does that make sense?
Yep. What are you
And
doing
then-
with the body?
I mean, as I'm done, I'm just gonna go wash off, and I'm gonna go see Ramona. So he says you could help us get rid of, the leftovers.
Mm-hmm. I can.
It's in the back. Do you need me to do anything?
Yeah, just help me bring it out.
All right,
She
I'm
goes
gonna
with
help.
you to.
gonna roll it in the tarp again. What's left of
Yeah.
it, the skinless body.
She helps you carry it out. And she says, "Who did the cutting work?"
I did. That was my first time, but I just imagined I was doing it to a fish, and it was easy that way.
I was gonna say, it looked a little sloppy over here, but it definitely improved on this side. She's pointed the other way,
Thank
and
you.
you hear Diaz in the background saying, "Oh God, could you just stop?"
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's like, all right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
And she helps you bring the body out.
How does she
says,
get rid of it?
Help me out back, and
Okay.
you guys end up bringing it to a secluded corner She pulls out another cigarette, lights it.
How did you do that effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking lighter.
Do you have an
Nope.
actual lighter? No.
Actually, you can do it
Nope.
easily with your mouth. Listen.
You have a
Damn,
lighter.
that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I have a lighter.
He has a lighter.
Yeah.
No, mine's my thumb. So, she goes and she says, you sure you want to be around this?"
Why would I not want to?
"I don't know. Suit yourself." She crouches down near the corpse, unwraps it. She puts her hand over it, looks for a couple of details. You see her grab some of the hair. She does something real quick with it, then lights it up and drops it on the body. And the body seems to start to desiccate. And then it catches on fire and starts to burn way easier than what it should. And she walks away and says, "There's nothing left to be done here. It'll all be gone."
That's neat. I mean, that wasn't like traumatizing or anything. Why didn't you want me to watch?
Some people wig out.
I just cut off the guy's skin. You think that bothers me?
"Oh, it's not that that's going to bother you."
What is
She
it?
starts walking. And as she's walking away, she says, "It's the dreams afterwards."
Oh, fuck. I was planning on dreaming tonight.
Everything has a consequence.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go back inside then. Oh, while I pass to see Grash, can I ask him, like, for the coral?
Yep.
I didn't stop for breakfast, unfortunately, but...
He opens up a sack and he's like, "Here you go, man. Managed to
Oh.
find a good old 6 of them."
Thank you. That's, much appreciated.
"Yeah, no problem."
Uh, is it a lot of work for you to do this? Like, do you mind doing it?
"I don't mind in the slightest. I get to stroll in some of my favorite areas."
Because, Manuelo, he had to stab himself to make an ambiance today. That's not cool. I was wondering if you could find the equivalent of that coral, but, like, of the runes. Since we use that aspect a lot, it could help us in the future, maybe?
It's blood all the way down, my friend.
It's
You're going
just...
to have to maybe get somewhere different for it, but I haven't found anything outside of void blood.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, thanks anyway. I'll let you know if I need any extra stuff.
You thinking about it, you
Stay
might be able to
forward.
find better stuff
Yeah?
past those doors.
Which doors? Oh, you mean like
You know the ones, the gates.
the Nightmare Before Christmas doors to the
Yep.
the aspects? Any idea
Yep.
how to get inside that door of the feast? I could only get
Nope.
my head through it.
Makes sense. It would be the type of the feast to tempt you, wouldn't it?
Ah, I see.
But
okay.
nope, I've got no idea. Never been past one. Don't think I want to either.
You would think that the feast would let you through easily, considering they want to attract people, right?
Yeah. But they're being a tease.
They're being very coy.
They're very coy.
By the way, GM,
Yes.
during the entire time where they were doing the ritual, I would have been using glimpse to, like, one, practice it for myself because my character's not
Okay.
used to it, and two, just to have a bit of an idea of like what's cooking, basically.
Okay. So go ahead and give a handful of rolls. Give me 3
3 rolls for just for glimpse.
as you practice. Are you glimpsing or are you true sighting?
I mean, would there be a benefit that I know for full-on true sighting?
As a player, you should know that there is a benefit for true sighting,
Yeah, but as a character.
but that would be metagaming.
Yes.
As a character, Not particularly.
Probably stated glimpse then.
Okay. So you start glimpsing, and it's not quite as powerful as True Sight. It mostly is giving you the aspects of the stuff that you're looking at. But you notice it gets easier and easier, and you start to notice just very slight changes. For example, you notice that when you glimpse Alan, you start getting the slightest bit of the deep. It's not entirely there, but it's just that barely there. And you notice that when you look at Gom and Ramona, there is most definitely an aspect of the death. Diaz doesn't have an aspect whatsoever. And you definitely catch on that while Alan's aspect of the deep is just kind of barely there, for Manuelo, the aspect of wounds is rather apparent.
Yeah, he's getting much deeper into the aspect of wounds and its capabilities. That's very obvious.
Yep.
Does Grash give
And-
anything for out of curiosity or no?
He gives the slightest, tiniest white glow.
White.
It does not appear to be any sort of aspect. At least, not any that you recognize.
Okay. Okay, I would have just used that to like pay attention to what's going on. And again, I'm the one who forgets to glimpse all the time, so
Mm-hmm.
getting myself used
Yeah.
to thinking about it would be a benefit.
Yep.
Kind of fits with your character, though.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very points for the roleplay.
I'm trying. It's part of the game.
You know what?
What?
Have an XP.
I did not expect that. XP. There we go.
Remind me to dish out XP to all you guys at the end of this session,
At the end of
because
this session,
I keep forgetting. At the end of this session, I'll be dishing out some XP for having hit milestones,
Okay.
we've made our first.
which should have been done earlier, but it's all good. What's the plan? You guys have made a litany. You guys have disposed of the corpse of a addict that you picked up off the street. Horrible, horrible people you are.
Yes.
Manuelo, you may or may not be muted, unless you
No,
were
I'm
just
not.
being very silent.
He's just being.
I'm thinking a lot.
I would go to Manuelo. Ask him how he feels.
Good. Fine. Bleeding, but I'm fine.
Do you have any worries about that? And I point to his arm with the bandage.
No,
No,
it's a gift.
it's a gift.
Take it as it helps me a lot for anything related with the wound. Of course, there's some, what can I say, hindrance with it, but it also gives me a good wound. So,
I don't know. Part of me is a little worried that you might just like push yourself too far or not realize if something nefarious happens with it. I mean, unless you don't mind maybe turning into a... And I just look at Alan.
well, that's the point a
I'm just
little
gonna-
bit, you know, to elevate yourself.
You hear Gom right next who says, "Become something you're not."
So you know.
You see him glance at the two of you and says, "Sorry." And he shuffles away.
By the way, my bottle. I assume you haven't used everything.
Oh no, I haven't.
Oh,
I give it back to him.
excellent, thank you. And now you know what I have on me.
One of the things you have, and it's pretty. It says a lot about you.
The
So are
fact
you
that
really a
you,
reporter?
huh?
Are you really just a reporter? Or are you creating your own stories to report afterward?
I create stories. Do you doubt my credentials?
No, I'm sure you're pretty well known, or you like you've made your own way in this world, like I did.
I mean, next time you have access to the internet, just check the Global Mail. You'll see I'm credited there for quite a few articles.
Global Mail.
The Global Mail, yes.
I will eventually. If you might have probably heard of me if you were a bit more to the West Coast. But that's all I'm gonna say.
I've been there, but I'm afraid I haven't heard of you.
No, you wouldn't have learned about me by my name, but you might have heard of my work.
Maybe we just don't hang out in the same circles.
Obviously not.
I mean, you did mention it wasn't your first time after I gave you the bottle. And I just give him a wink and walk away.
You naughty, naughty.
That's it for me.
Alan, what are you up to during this time?
I was gonna go ask Manuela one thing. So there's something in that deep one? Or we good?
No. Since Ramona
Okay,
kind of
got it.
took
Thank
care
you.
of.
Bye. That's all I want. I'm gonna go ahead in my room with my vase.
Okay.
I'm gonna fill it with water.
Oh,
Yeah. And
The vase that...
Wait.
what?
So we're. Mm,
Is that the
What?
vase that you summoned?
it's fine. I'm gonna go back to my room with the sigil.
You'll find my
I did
corpse in the
again.
morning.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
As soon as I do that, do I hear whisperings?
you tell
Okay, I
me.
do. Okay, yeah, I do.
And the whisperings, as they get louder, you hear them say, "Tell us a name."
Before that, I just want to make sure, are we cool?
The whispers intensify. A lot of them echoing, "Are we cool? Are we cool? Are we cool? We are cool. We are not cool." I don't know if you heard everything I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
You
hearing a
can't
lot
quite
of
tell.
whispers. would it be possible to speak with your boss? You know,
Boss. Who?
the the shadowy figure.
Tell us a name.
Oh fuck! Wait, I don't I don't know how this works. How if I whisper the name into the vase, is it like revealing the name,
Tell us a name.
or is it like I'm just telling him his name? So he's like, "Oh, that's cool. Well, you're just telling me my name. You're not telling it to someone else."
What are you saying into it?
Um, I'm not gonna give the full name. I'm gonna be like, "Can I speak to the one who stares back?" I'm altering the name just a little bit so they know what I mean. Maybe.
The one who stares back. It doesn't seem to work. The whisperings
Yeah,
continue.
it's just repeating.
Tell us a name. Tell us your name. Tell
My
us
name.
their name.
What are you gonna do with my name?
Tell us any name.
All right. Any name. All right. Let me find a name real quick. I have a few. This is I'm going in blind. This is scary because I don't know what I'm doing exactly.
It's part of the fun and part of the
Yeah,
jump scare.
I thought I understood the artifact, but I guess I don't. Uh oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Something iceberg.
You're gonna like this name. It's fitting. I knew this dude called Whisper Shadow Walker. Real asshole.
Is this someone from your past?
Yes, it is.
Okay, give me a second. Give me just a moment. Check your DMs.
Yeah.
Chris
It's
sliding
in
in everyone's DMs like the good
the name is in
homies.
the DMs. It's one of the names that I gave you. If you scroll up a little bit.
Could you repeat it for me, please?
Whisper Shadow Walker.
Search isn't giving me anything.
It's not that far out.
Oh,
I'll copy
okay. I
paste.
think I
You got it.
okay, but my question is, all right, all right. But that's all that there is, though, right?
What do you
It's
mean?
just that.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
then it's sufficient.
Yep, that is sufficient.
Okay.
Sufficient. Don't worry.
All
So you
right.
say Whisper Shadow Walker, and the name echoes multiple times. Whisper Shadow Walker. Whisper Shadow Walker.
That made me so cringe. I love it.
Greg, Toby, a bully, a con man, an artist, no longer on this plane,
Greg Toby?
is what gets whispered afterwards.
Really?
Give us a name.
Would you be okay with a favor?
Give us a name.
All right. Greg
Do
Toby?
we hear all of this? Seems him speaking to himself and everything.
Nope. You guys, unless you're really close by, you don't hear any of this. Even Grash doesn't hear it. You say Greg Toby?
Yeah, the name that it just gave me.
Cool.
I
The
assume that was the guy's
Betrayer,
name.
Whisper Shadow Walker, Ascended.
Okay, that answers my question. It's that guy. Um. Okay, I'm sorry to ask that, but do I remember what I did last time to summon the He Who Stares Back? Did I have to
Yeah,
give a name, or was it just the favor?
you gave it a favor.
Just a favor. Okay.
Yes.
Um. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. I'm gonna take out a bronze favor.
Okay.
I have a bronze favor. Yeah, I have a bronze favor. Okay. And I'm gonna.
You know that's not a fountain where you can throw coins, right?
I mean, it basically is. I'm gonna throw a bronze favor in.
Okay. The whispering stops. And you hear, really now.
I
The
needed to speak to
outcomes.
you. I just want to make sure, because I know you're very powerful and dangerous. I just want to make sure we're cool with each other. And if possible, if not, I would understand. I would get it. But if possible, I would like an answer to a question, if you can. If it's too much to ask, and if it's gonna get you mad at me, then
A
I won't.
question. Questions and answers are what I deal with.
I know,
You gave me a favor. After all, fair is fair. I'll
right?
agree.
Yes. Are you mad
What
at me
do you
though?
wish to know?
I mean, I okay. I don't want this to count as the question, so don't answer it if it counts as the question. Are you mad at me?
It smiles. Teeth. Just these fangs, and this grin that you're not sure whether or not it is a grin of it being pleased or angry or any such thing.
Mhm.
It just smiles and it looks at you.
All right. I take it you can't answer that without it costing me a favor. All right, fair enough. I'll risk it for a biscuit, I guess. Listen,
Make it count.
for what it's worth, I want us to be cool. So let me know if anything I can do to for us to keep this business relationship going, yeah, smoothly. Uh, with that said, uh, me and my friends, we need access to a place in the dream world of the feast, but we don't know how to get in. We don't know how to open the door. So my question is, how do we get in? How do we open the door?
An excellent question. Hmm. And it ponders a bit. I suppose this would be sufficient for a bronze favor. You get in by speaking the phrase of delight, the phrase of desire.
Llámate corazón.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, daddy, go harder or something like that. Is that what that means? Oh, I guess you already answered my question, so that's it, right? Is that yeah? Okay. I'm guessing he stays silent.
He stays silent for a bit. You can always venture more questions. Push your luck.
I didn't formulate the question properly. It's like a genie. He does exactly what he's clever. Yeah, motherfucker.
The monkey's paw's finger curls.
Yeah. Like, how do you get it? You gotta say the secret word. What's the secret word? Only one answer. Fuck you. uh,
What else would you like to know?
Well, is it gonna cost me a favor to know if just to know if we're okay with each other? You know, if you're not mad at me.
Define okay.
I mean, if you were to be released and have an option to kill me, would you do it?
It gets closer for a moment, and one long-fingered claw places itself just below your chin and lifts it up.
Sounds like a
And it says,
yes.
"What makes you think I cannot hurt you now?"
Okay, so I'll take it we're cool. Uh, if we're not cool for any reason, please let me
Your
know.
fish chum, if you guys are not cool, that's
I mean, I'm not
I'm
gonna tell him
sure
that I told his name because what if he doesn't know? You know?
well, you're just being suspicious by asking if you're still cool.
Ju- just saying.
Yeah.
You saw him through Stinky Pete's eyes.
Yeah, I think he knows.
He
But like, if he
knows.
knows, why didn't he kill me yet? Why am I still
Because
breathing? Because he doesn't care?
why kill you when he can use you?
Yeah.
I think you don't understand how
For
deep
favors.
his motives can get.
Yeah.
Like, life and death is not the primary thing for these people. Or these things.
Like spend a second bronze.
it looks at you and says, "I'll make sure that when you know that I'm pissed at you, that is the last look on your face."
No
Now,
need to be
ask a
scary
good
now.
question.
I asked a good question. You did the monkey's paw thing. You didn't exactly answer my question, which is fair. I only paid a bronze. I get it. But still, you're a clever little. What are you? Are you a demon?
Ah, that is a question. I am a name.
Yeah, I know your
That is
name.
what I am. Call me
Uh,
demon, call me angel. I am a name. I am he who stares back.
I wink at him like, my name is Alan, but you can call me anytime.
You see no
Does he
look of.
smile? Does he like jokes?
He is constantly smiling.
Oh yeah.
You are
Okay, so
unsure.
that's hard to tell. Okay, so he told me in a phrase of passion,
Of desire,
of
of
desire,
delight.
of delight. Yo, Yamete Kurasai, that's even a ooh that might work, I don't know.
Stop, you're tearing me apart.
You're
Can you
tearing me apart.
can
Oh,
you
every day. Never mind.
I need to consult with my associates. Can you hold on for a second? I'll be right back.
I do not hold on.
You can't put this
Leave
phone.
this room, and I'm gone.
You can't put this phone call on hold.
Do you want to play cards or something? Do you want to be friends? Probably not.
No.
All right. I thought I'd ask.
I'd probably beat you anyway.
Or you probably would, but it would be fun. Um. Okay. So I assume for another bronze favor, you're actually gonna answer my question. Um. I'll. You know what? I'll try with the information you gave me. If it doesn't work, I'll get back to you. But again, pleasure doing business with you.
Now,
Yeah. What's
my
up?
turn.
Oh, now you kill me? Is that the part where you kill me?
No.
Okay.
Alan Algae Green.
That's my name and my nickname, yeah.
And it says it a couple more times. And you notice each time it says it, it grins just a little bit more, and there's this sort of strange feeling that goes down the back of your neck. And it says, "What do you remember of that fateful night?"
Which night
You
was
know
any
the one I'm talking about. With your associates?
The one where I woke up and they were gone, or
The one that left you like this, and it gestures up and down at
yeah,
you.
that was pretty cool. It wasn't perfect. I mean, it was part of the process. I would have liked to finish it, do it more,
Is
but that
that
was
what
pretty
you
cool.
believe?
What else would it do? I mean, it's a multifaceted process. You know, there's several steps. I
Oh,
assume.
yes. There is indeed.
I've seen some of my friends go through that step. You know, it's normal. That's fine, right?
All of them.
Why are you putting that in my head? What's your point?
The cost has been paid. And with a moment, it just kind of melds into the shadows. Each time you look at it, like almost as if tricks of your brain. And it just seems to be a shadow on the wall. And the shadow's gone. Blink of an eye.
Hmm. What a creepy fellow. No offense, if you can still hear me. Oh, whatever, man.
The vase is on the side on the floor,
Uh-huh.
and all the water has dribbled out.
Okay. I'm gonna double check just to make sure the bronze favor is not there anymore.
It isn't.
Never know. Sometimes the gumball machines, you know, it gives you back your money and you're like, yeah.
I love how you think this is on the same level as a gumball machine.
Sure, why not? Same level of danger, right? I'm gonna go out and share my findings with the class.
Meanwhile, if the
Hmm.
GM is inclined,
Yes.
I would have liked to go up to Ramona and just talk to her about like how she disposed of the body.
She looks at you and she says, I've got my ways. You curious as to how?
Yes, actually.
And why is that? You don't strike me as the type to want to get rid of bodies.
You never know when certain particular skills could be useful, and I'd rather have the ability to cover my tracks if an emergency ever happens.
Hmm.
If this is something you even teach.
Hmm. And she looks at you, and she comes close and she places one hand and sort of parts some of the hair on your head. And she looks at your eyes, and she says, you don't have the look of death on you. It'd be a little more difficult for you.
I'm still willing to try.
Alright. I can probably teach you. But you'd need a right.
As I'm learning every day with you called everything is a right.
As it tends to be. Till you get a slight bit of a gift, and then some of the stuff don't require rights, and a lot of the rights are way easier. It's only the small stuff, though.
Would
And she goes, "Do you know any rights for death?"
for debt particularly no.
Hmm. Troublesome. Didn't you read one, or was that somebody else?
I might have actually read one. Let me go back to my books.
Because you guys do have one in your list. Right of the Veil Pierced.
Right.
Yeah, we reread it. That's part of the 4 books we read that were in Texas.
Yeah. I have in my notes here Book of Debt relating to a spell. And usually I only take notes about what I read for books, so that would have been one.
Okay, so you had the spell, but you didn't have the rights.
Okay, yeah. I don't
Okay.
think I have Rite of the Veil Pierce. I have Rite of Revealing, the Will-O-Wisp. There's a Book of an Artifact.
I'm perfectly okay with you guys sharing rights, by the way. I don't necessarily intend for you all to just hoard them for yourselves. And other than that, it's up to you
I
guys.
have a spell that snuffs out light. Well, considering how attuned Manuelo is going to be with the wounds at this point, he's probably going to be a better specialist at using these.
Yeah.
And you probably won't catch me trying something of the deep either when we have a better specialist of the deep. So I guess I'm a
Makes
generalist.
sense.
Yeah, I don't see anything in my notes relating to Rite of the Veil Pierced.
Okay.
Okay, I would probably mention that when we've exchanged notes, we came across a Rite of Death, but it's not one that I'm particularly like versed into.
She looks at you and she says, well then, I highly suggest you brush up on that one though, because you'll need to know at least one for this to work.
Is that the one that requires to be... No, it's not the one that requires you to be dead.
No, it requires a corpse and an ambience. And the caster can be either alive or dead.
I remember there was something that we got where the caster needed to be dead. Oh, it's a spell. It's the Word of Wording.
Yep. It's Word of Weirding. Open.
That is such a weird word also. Weirding.
Yep. It is indeed quite weird. So she looks at you and she says, brush up on one of the rites for death and then come back and I'll show you.
I nod to her. Okay, that takes care of what I had in mind while Alan was doing his biz. Can I have time to get water?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Manuelo,
Yes.
what are you doing in this time?
Trying to heal back what I lost. I'm actually just gonna sit down with Diaz and ask him if it's possible for him to do the Rite of the Impossible angle again.
He looks at you and he says, yeah, I can manage that.
Alright. And I'm gonna ask him to come inside that I want to speak with him one-on-one.
He looks around, just slightly nervous, and says, yeah, was something up? Something bothering you?
Well, you know the manuscript you gave me that I gave to Vital? I've read it.
Oh, yes.
You know,
How did it go?
it was good. It was perfect. The only thing I noticed is that to do the right, you need to have an artifact.
Yeah.
Which one did you use? I didn't know you had an artifact.
What do you mean, artifact?
Well, to do the impossible angle,
Yeah?
you need an ambiance and an
Yeah,
artifact,
yeah, that makes sense.
and an artifact to do it.
Oh, yeah, like a knife.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it could be a blade or sharp implement.
Yeah. Or even a laser, or something that can make a cut. Yes. Yes. I remember that, yes.
So what is it? You have a knife or something?
No, I don't have a knife. Huh. I guess I just did it.
You just did it. I would like to true sight him and anything close to him.
Okay.
Do I give you a roll?
Nope, you don't need to roll anymore. You true sight, and you give Diaz a look over, and nothing is out of the ordinary. Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna put in some effort. So that would be what?
Intellect.
Oof.
Damn.
Yeah.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary for Diaz. He looks rather normal. And he looks at you for a bit. So you're looking me up and down. Everything okay?
Because I find it weird that you were able to do the ride without an artifact. That you wouldn't know it's an artifact. How did you do it?
I don't know. I just did it. Like I positioned myself in the right place, and then I cut.
And you cut with what?
I want to say I cut with a knife. But like when I'm trying to remember what happened, it's all kind of, I don't know, it was just kind of routine. It just kind of happened. I don't remember having a knife, but like I swear I'd used a knife.
Okay. We might need you to go again somewhere. So you're gonna have to redo the ride again. And when you do it, I would like to look at you doing it, if you don't mind.
Sure, no problem.
All right.
Was there anything else?
That's all. You can go.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thanks for the talk, and I give him a handshake.
He gives you the handshake, is just slightly nervous, and he's like, yeah, okay. And he like sees himself out.
Stupid theory.
What?
I have a stupid theory.
Go for it.
He doesn't remember using anything of an artifact. Split personality disorder.
My theory is he is the artifact.
I'm scared that it's something a little bit deeper than that.
It could be deeper than all that, yes.
Deep up.
Like him not knowing or using an artifact related to a fucking right of the real. Ugh. God damn.
He's been in our midst for a while now.
Yep. Don't forget, when they started appearing, it's when I was making the circles with him.
Yes. And we're still under the assumption that they started appearing because you fucked up those circles. But what if?
Yeah.
What if?
Okay, what?
So what's next, lads?
Yeah, well, I'll be coming out of my old abode and look for the other ones to know what are we gonna do. Do we go to Maine? Do we do something else?
Maine
Do we
seems to be...
Do we go to sleep and try to retrieve the ambrosia?
I mean, how do you plan to go into the realm of the feast?
I don't know. We can try to just hack the fucking tree open, or let the creature that ran for us to try and go through the door. See if like he opens it by running through it.
I did say I was going to share what I learned.
Are you coming out
With
now
you
and doing
guys.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not talking. I'm just talking that I know that there was a creature running towards us.
Yes.
So I'm like, if the creature actually like gets to us, like, is he actually opening the door for us, probably like to go through?
Possibly. So guys, trio meeting for a second.
Oh.
I have some info. I did spend I spent a bronze favor with my artifact to get information.
Oh.
I wanted to know how to get to the feast, right? Because we need to get there. He did a monkey spot thing, you know, like he gave me the answer, but literally just the bare minimum of what I asked for. So he said
Wait, who
God
were
damn
you
it, I
talking
keep
to?
forgetting.
Who are you talking about?
This artifact I have, it summons a creature
Oh,
that
no,
answers my question if I pay
Did you
whatever.
actually summon the creature that you gave the name to Stinky Pete?
I mean, it is the same creature, but I didn't literally summon it. That's the wrong word. It just appeared because it's part of the transaction.
You have balls. I'm afraid you weren't eaten alive.
Yeah, I was prepared that might be an option. It was risky, but I also wanted to temp check with that creature to see if it was mad at me, and I'm pretty sure he knows that I give his name, and he didn't want to kill
Gresh
me.
is around and he says, "Look, what creature? Who are you talking about?"
Oh, I can't tell you his name. It's obviously, but it's a creature that appears when I use a certain artifact. He trades
Oh,
favors for information. Why you're
well, I mean,
why
I
you
was
want
just curious. You just it sounded like you were talking about somebody. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, it's not really a person. It's more of a demon or something.
Oh, then no, thank you.
Yeah.
It
Um.
probably is not someone you know.
Yeah. It's not. It's risky. It's not very safe. But I did try it because we needed the information, and he said
Who
we
said?
need to fucking what do you say exactly? We need to do a phrase that's. Why do I keep forgetting it? I'm sorry.
The phrase of the light
A phrase,
Phrase
Phrase
of
of
the
desire.
light,
of
desire, the
desire
light.
of
of
delight.
desire.
Phrase of delight or desire, which I'm not sure how to interpret that, but we can try a couple of things.
Gon passes by and he says, "Who are you talking about?"
Some creature from an artifact. Why?
Oh, does it have a name? As he
Yeah, of
walks
course it
by.
does. Why?
Oh, I'm just curious.
Names are powerful. I can't just give that out. Oh, he's gone. All right. Uh, I like how all of a sudden everybody wants to know the demon's name. It's like fuck no, I'm not risking it. Um,
What if it's the
so
demon doing influence over the others to see if you should?
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's kind of just testing me, like poking me, like, come on, tell my name, see what happens.
Say my
Say my name
name!
again. So I was thinking we can try some, like phrases of delight, like fuck me in the ass. I don't know, like we can try some things. Or
Cleanse the
what a
Shima.
delicious meal. Uh, it has to be a phrase of delight. It doesn't seem to be like a specific phrase. We can try a couple of things, and if worse comes to worse, I can spend an additional bronze favor to clarify with him. What do you guys think?
It's worth a shot. The
Right?
other option is we go to Maine. We have a lead
What's
over
in
there.
main? We have what?
Do you not remember?
The artifact.
You have a lead for an artifact in Maine right now.
Oh, no, we can do that. But I was just like the thing of the feast. We can do it while we sleep. So
Yeah.
unless you want to go to main right now.
I mean, I would
Well,
assume that if we were to go to Maine, we need to do a little bit of prep,
Yeah.
regardless if it's with the impossible angle or if we just fly there conventionally.
Uh-huh.
um. um. I would say before going to Maine, I'm still going to have to sleeve this off, and I point to my arm.
Oh, that's fair.
Wouldn't it be best to probably take a night here, rest, dream,
Make sure we're in good
and
shape.
try to be able to go there, and afterward we can try to go to Maine.
Sounds like a plan.
Fine.
Cool, cool. So we all go together to the door of desire.
Yeah. I'm gonna try something.
Sure.
I'm gonna go back to my room, and I'm gonna try and summon Lacerator.
Okay.
Such
So
a
I'll
good name.
be using my Void Blood, my the dagger, and I'm gonna slightly cut my arm, not too hard.
You're gonna have so many scars by the end of the campaign.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. And I'll do the right of the open palm to summon the
Okay.
lacerator.
So you're gonna slice open to make the ambience.
Yep,
I assume you're going not quite as deep as last time.
exactly.
Take 2. So as you do so, you manage to get.
Okay, what's the name?
The name is the bird.
I'm not giving the name, man. I gave the name once.
What
I'm not
the
giving it again.
Fuck.
Okay,
Fuck that shit.
Give the name. What's the
Well-
name?
I'm not saying the name, man.
Hi, Cray.
You can't make me.
Well, I try.
Chris actually randomly telling people to jump in here.
What's the name?
You can't make me say it. I don't want to die.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Craig.
Random
You're
Cray
welcome.
cameo.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, by the way, there's a
Thanks,
skeleton behind
mate.
you.
What?
Oh, it doesn't cap it. It doesn't. My mic doesn't cap it. Never mind. I did the skeleton noise, but it didn't cap.
Discord is changing its noise suppression stuff, so who knows?
Oh well. Anyway, see ya.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Nice try, buddy boy.
You go through the motions. You go through the motions, and it's starting to get slightly routine. You're starting to get used to it. And there's a slight bit of the whole setup, and that just requires you to just really get into a deep concentration as you're prepping the circle, as you're making sure everything is just quite right. And then you go through. Remind me what you're using for each of the slots.
The dagger of wounds, the void blood, and I created the ambience by cutting my arm.
Okay.
I've already
You-
took out the void blood from my inventory.
As you're casting the spell and you're focusing on summoning, just summoning in general, or are you focusing on something specific?
Summoning lacerator or something to assist me in the dreaming, in the dream world.
Okay. As you're doing so and you're going through the motions, you're starting to this sort of sixth sense that you have when it comes to the aspects that's just sort of starting to develop. You end up feeling 2 separate entities. One being extremely strong of the wounds, and you recognize this one. You've called it once before. And the other, which you're pretty confident is a lacerator. Which one do you tug on? Which one do you call forward?
That I've called on before?
Yes. You're doing the right of the open palm. You've got the ingredients. You've got the ambience. You're using the artifact, I assume, is the dagger.
Yeah.
And then you're using yourself as the caster,
Oh.
right?
Oh, okay.
So you've got 2 options. Which one are you calling?
I'm gonna go with the lacerator.
Excellent
'Cause-
choice.
Yeah. I don't want to
You have a
disturb him.
You have a slight feeling that you made a very Prudent choice.
You mean you got a hotline to Jesus?
Kind of.
That's risky, man. What
Your
the
own
fuck?
personal Jesus.
God damn.
Reach
A
out and
lacerator
touch
comes
me.
in. It comes out, and as you call on it, there's no struggle. It shows up. It bows to you.
Bow back. And I ask him the question if he can follow me and assist me in the dream world.
I can, yes.
Because I will need to try and invade or acquire an item from the world of the feast, the ambrosia. And me and my companions will need some protection.
Understood.
I get out of my room with the lacerator behind me. And I'm
Okay.
like, and I tell the other ones, all right, well, we won't be alone to explore the dream world.
Oh, neat.
As you see my arm bleeding more.
Is your arm okay?
I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
Yes.
All right.
Do you want to do you want me to cauterize this?
No. I just put, I take off the bandage and I'm trying to put a new one on it.
Are you sure?
At that
you're
point, I'm
okay?
keeping the first aid kit here.
Yeah, we're going to need to invest into a couple more first aid kits. And
Despite your
lot.
best
God.
efforts,
a lot of fresh bandages.
the wound does not seem to heal. The bleeding staunches momentarily. You notice that when you have it in this way, and that it's not bleeding profusely or anything like that, the small amounts of blood that drip down, they're not terribly noticeable, and some of them appear to just dissipate over time when it hits the floor. So you don't leave too much of a trace. The tiny amounts, that is. So, do all of you prep for dreaming?
Should we get some rest first before we go to dreaming? Because we have some injured.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, going to sleep would, yeah.
So
Would
we
it?
can heal before going.
Are you sure? When you wake up, normally you feel refreshed, but when you go to dream,
In that case,
Well, I don't mind. In a way, I've got a shotgun. I've got a lacerator.
oh
What is
wait,
that?
that's the wrong thing.
you can
It's not
definitely
10
do some.
hours, but
Oh, you can
I do
you can
recover
use that.
5.
I think I'm still full.
There we go. I'm full.
Are you gonna wait 10 hours before you dream?
No. I clicked the wrong thing. It's
Okay.
one action. Sorry, it's the
That's fine.
1d6, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I had the wrong thing checked.
No problem. Manila, are you using any of your recovery rules?
Yeah, I only have one?
You should have
think-
4.
4? Okay, good.
Unless you've used them recently, which I
And
highly
haven't
doubt
used
that
them.
you've used
No.
them.
You have 1 action, 10 minutes, 1 hour, and 10 hours.
Yep.
It's still early, so I guess if you, right? Is it still early?
It's
Oh.
starting to get late.
That's good. That's good. I'm back to full.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice. Why is
Uh,
yours +4?
Oh, +4.
Boy,
Oh, that's why. Okay, I thought that was only the thing. Sorry. So no, it's I'm only gaining 4. I'm not full.
Why?
My bad.
Why do you have
Because
+4 though?
Because here it was marked 1, and I said, "Do I only have 1?" And you said I have 4. So I changed it.
Oh no,
for
there's
4.
four extra
Yeah.
things, but it's supposed to be like plus your level,
Okay, so it's 2 plus
if I remember correctly.
4, so I'm at 6.
I could be wrong, but that's what it's going with. So
I'm good.
deal with it.
I'm good. Yep.
Excellent.
Let's go to sleep.
Let's
So you
go
guys head off to
dreamland.
dream. The lacerator.
Oh,
looks
and
at you for a moment.
as we're dreaming, I'm gonna ask for Gons to follow, come with us in the dream.
And Gresh says, "Yeah, sure, no problem."
Gresh, yeah.
Are you expecting trouble though?
There could be some trouble, yes. But we got a lacerator with us.
Duly noted. And so each of you go and you prep for dreaming, and the lacerator seems to get ready to meditate. And as you guys are heading out, Ramona and Grom both head over to go rest. And as they pass by, you hear them both say, "Sweet dreams."
Thank you.
Aww. She wants my dick.
She's not even of age. Slow down. So, as you guys go and you dream, the familiar forest shows up. And you guys manage to find each other. And including Grash. And in the distance, there's a silhouette. Give me a perception check.
All of us?
Everyone?
Yep.
$17.
Damn.
Eric, you don't notice. Alan,
Yeah.
you see enough to see that it appears to be a man. And Manolo, you recognize this person. It's the one that Alan stabbed in the stomach.
Who
Oh,
did?
hey guys.
I stabbed someone.
Got
in the
that cookie?
stomach.
And
I
a
stabbed
cookie?
his throat.
I mean meth?
I slit his throat.
You slid. Oh, sorry. Yes, you slit his throat.
I'm like, with what? When did he stab someone in
And-
the stomach?
He shows up and he's there. He's like, "Hey guys, got any of that meth? I mean cookies?"
Seems like good.
Oh, I turn around to Eric and the others. I'm like, did he like wandered off from the door
Oh.
because he was looking for meth?
Grash looks at you and says, "The door?"
Well, see, this place is
The white door?
This place is like magic. If you want meth, just start walking and think about meth, and you'll find what
Oh.
you're looking for.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Okay. He starts thinking.
Just keep walking, you'll find it.
Oh, I have to walk too.
Oh, yeah, you have to walk through. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Whatever you need. If you want a sandwich, just think of a sandwich. Start walking. You'll find what you need. Don't worry.
If you want
Okay.
a sandwich.
As the guy starts walking a little bit away, I'm like, okay,
He hasn't started walking. He's still there next to you guys.
okay. I'm gonna go take Alan, put him on the saddle, but I'm like, okay, one, he's supposed to walk through the white gate.
Yeah.
So don't tell him to think of wanting to have more meth, because what's gonna happen if he wants that? Where do you think he's gonna end up to?
The feast.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think of that. Alright, let's get him to the door.
That's what I was thinking. It's probably more prudent for him.
Yeah.
Grash is looking at you guys. Are you guys are seeing him too, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Is the lacerator with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there?
We're gonna do a little detour to a nice place for you. There's meth. Like the door is white because there's meth, a lot of meth behind it. So just
Oh.
follow us, all right?
Okay. Sure.
I want to
and,
ask
uh,
Rash. Do you see anything we should be worried about him?
And Grash kind of shrugs. It's not often I see another wanderer.
What?
I mean, how many times have you guys seen somebody like you guys dreaming.
Yeah, not often.
Well,
Well, he's lost.
he's
We're
not
gonna help
exactly
him.
dreaming right now.
What do you mean he's not dreaming right now? Of course he would be dreaming. Why else would he be here?
I tell him, maybe you didn't see it, but we brought over a corpse.
The corpse was in
Uh-huh.
the tarp.
I most definitely did not
Ramona
see
took
it.
care of him, and I
Oh,
believe his spirit or whatever went to go to the white gates. But instead of going through the white gates, since he's a meth head, he got attracted to the rest of the forest and never went through the doors.
your guess is as good as mine.
All right, to the white door.
Alright.
Okay, so you guys start to lead and head towards the white door.
Yep.
Yep.
Making sure that
Yes.
our unfortunate victim follows us.
As you guys walk, you're all going with this sense of purpose, aiming to get to the white door. And you come right up to it. And the guy says, "Oh, that's pretty."
Were you here before?
No. Nope. Never seen this place. Should I?
Well, I guessed something, but I might have guessed wrong. I turned to Grash and I'm like, Can you wake up and try to know or ask Ramona exactly why is the dude she took care of is in the dream?
That's going to be a bitch and a half to get back here. But yeah, I can try.
Thanks.
You want me to take care of that?
Yeah, please.
He's like, okay. So he holds still for a moment. You see him close his eyes, and then he's gone.
And I'm gonna stop in character to be player to player. Kiki, do you remember what she told you?
Yeah, that I was gonna have some bad dreams.
Don't make it awkward.
I mean, am I supposed to say something here?
You know exactly that you have nothing to say. You've done your part, GM.
Absolutely. So, Crash takes a while. More time passes, and you don't see him.
Okay,
The guy's there. He's like, "What are we waiting for? This is
We're
long,
waiting.
man."
We're thinking if you should be, if everything's fine. When you woke up in the forest, do you remember where you were?
Oh yes, I do. I heard some weird noises. I was surrounded by trees. Not kind of like this though. These are all cold. But like, I'm not cold. I'm a little cold, kind of cold, but not cold. I don't know. It's weird. And then I found this place that was kind of damp. I started going to this place where everything was just Gucci. I don't know how to describe it.
Gucci?
Yeah. Like gooey and interconnected. Then I found this great big tree. But I started hearing some weird noises from it, so I ran. And then I found you guys. So I thought to myself, oh, if I could just find somebody, anybody. And then I found you guys.
I see. That's a bit unexpected.
Gooey place.
The way I hear it, he's talking about the feast, isn't it? The area around the feast.
You remember it being fleshy to a certain extent, but not quite ooey gooey and interconnected.
Do you think you could go back there if you tried?
To where the great big old tree?
Any of those places.
Maybe? I can probably find my way back.
So, player to other players. Since we're waiting for Grash, what I'm thinking is we like let one person stay at the white gate because Grash is gonna want to go there, and the others can maybe like explore the spots he's talking about, see if we find something interesting.
We
Is that
could.
an option?
Yeah, we could do that. Like waiting for Crash to come back.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Who do we leave behind?
Uh,
Or we still make him walk through the white gate and just like this.
I mean, that's what I'm for, honestly. I think that's a good idea.
Would fix the problem. He'd be gone.
It would fix the problem.
Alright, I'm gonna guide him towards the white gate and tell him to go through.
Do I need to bring out the chloroform?
No.
So you guide him to the white gate?
Yeah.
He gets up to it and he says, "Okay, well, what am I supposed to do?"
So you need to think of all anything you really want. When you open the door, go through, you're gonna find it the other side.
Really?
But you have to think it really hard.
Of course, yes, I can do that. And he thinks, and he pushes up against the door. There's a single toll of a bell just echoing throughout the forest. And the door stays closed.
It stays closed. The fuck?
It doesn't move. And he looks at the door. And then he looks at you guys. And he says, I didn't pass.
That's weird.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to go.
And he looks a little sad. I don't belong on the other side of that.
Yeah, sure you do. Why wouldn't you?
Because the door told me.
What else did it tell you?
It didn't say anything else. I just know that I didn't pass the test.
Huh.
I am lost.
Same. I mean, I'm thinking it's somehow the way that she got rid of the body also keeps him from going past the white gate somehow.
I think it's what we did.
I don't know if it's what we did. I don't think so.
Are we sure this is the same guy that we cooked?
Yep.
I'm gonna go next to the white door and put my hand on it and
There's no
try
sound. There's no
to
nothing.
open it. Nothing. All right. You know what? You can come with us. We'll try to find something.
Oh. Oh, good.
And yeah, I'm gonna tell the other ones like, let's just bring him with us to the feast.
Might as well at this point.
Okay.
What about Crash?
So it's about at this
He's
moment
gonna
that
be able
Grash
to
comes
meet
back,
up with us. Okay.
and Grash there, and he sees. He says, "Oh, well, I spoke with Ramona, and well, she just mentioned that she led him to this place, but that apparently it's up to him to find his way."
Interesting.
Okay.
So I tell him, where do you want to go?
And the dude looks at you and he says, "Oh, I don't know, home. I
Yeah,
mean, it wasn't much,
where
but
would home be?
back in the alleys with my friends. I know they didn't really appreciate me too much. There was the mangy dog that would come by every now and then. Oh, I'd like to see that dog again."
All right, start walking. Maybe we'll
And
get home.
he starts to walk, and I assume you guys follow.
Yep.
Yep.
And he keeps talking about that dog. And as you guys continue walking, the forest changes. The ground gets just kind of greener, and a lot of it gets really fleshy and gross. And the trees start to be interconnected between each other, as if they're all part of the same organism, just pulsing in time. And you come down this weird, kind of eerily quiet, with just this slight rhythm going throughout. This pulsing rhythm. And each of you feel a little more at peace.
This is supposed to be calming?
The pulsing is calming, yes. It's a very strange looking forest. It's very almost kind of off-putting. The trees themselves are interconnected with some strange kind of fleshy sinew and muscle. And it's just constantly kind of rhythmically pulsing. Little waves.
I would like to like glimpse.
Okay. Oh, this is an old one.
Ugh.
Pulsating
I'm-
vision.
Probably going to want to update that one with something different. That was actually one of the first ones that I had made. Fun fact.
Very interesting factoid. I'm not going to glimpse.
I believe there is one aspect that you guys haven't dealt a lot with, aside from the broken and the mended.
The All Mother?
Yep.
Everybody should be embracing each other. Oh my god. Literally.
So he's thinking of home, mom, family. Yeah, that kind of.
He's thinking of togetherness. And then after a while, as he's walking, and you're walking down this strange calming path, pulsing kind of quickens. And the forest starts to change once again as he continues walking. And you see him kind of scratch around a little bit. He says, oh, but there's something else that I would absolutely love to get my hands on. And he continues walking, and you guys follow.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And as you continue following, you come down this path. It says, oh, just one more. That wouldn't be too much to ask for, right? Then I can sleep.
Sure.
And he continues heading down the path. Do you guys follow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He continues walking and walking. And then he comes back to the tree. He says, oh, that's the tree I found.
All right. Are you able to see what's in there? And I point towards the opening.
You guys is like, what do you mean what's in there? Is there something in there?
There certainly is. At least there was
Could
last time.
could
we
be what you're
visited.
looking for.
He gets excited. He's like, oh! And he starts to run towards the tree. And he starts climbing up onto the roots. And he gets closer to the mouth of the tree. And he peers inside. He says, oh, I did not expect this. Why, there's all kinds of new stuff in here, isn't there?
It's beautiful,
What
isn't
did you
it?
see?
And he's just kind of silent. He didn't quite answer any of what you guys have said. He says, oh, I want this. And there's a shudder throughout the tree. And wherever he reaches in, the teeth of the tree look like they're just slightly getting closer to his skin, just kind of closing very slowly. And he pulls back before he can get stuck in. And he looks at you guys and he says, do you guys know how to get in?
I look at Alan and I'm like giving
Yeah.
him the space. Go ahead.
You have to say something. You have to.
Do you?
Yes. It has to be something of pleasure, of delight.
The phrase of desire. is
Phrase
what
of
he said.
desire.
Oh. Well. The phrase of desire, he says out loud. Nothing happens.
Not literally.
We're given a hint that it is the phrase of desire, but we don't actually know what the phrase is.
Well, I haven't the life of me of an idea. Oh, but I really do want.
Tell the door. Tell the
He
door
looks-
what you want.
Yes. Go back
He
to
looks
the
at
door.
the door and he says, I want to get in. and he pushes up against it. Nothing happens.
Well, what do you want specifically from inside of it?
Everything, and he pushes up against it again. It's not letting me in.
Say it like you would a lover.
And he shouts it. And he starts shouting and begging and shaking up against the tree.
Ooh.
Says, blood?
What?
Blood.
I could swear I heard that.
I look at the others.
You want to try Chupapi Muñeño?
What?
I mean, Yamete Kudasai.
Go ahead. You said the tree said blood?
I think so.
God, I really don't know.
I'm telling Alan. Can you give him some blood?
Sure. Do you
Let's
want
see.
blood?
I don't want blood.
Does it want blood?
The tree?
Maybe? So I ain't giving it any of my blood, though. It's mine.
To be fair, that's a good decision.
Yeah. It said blood.
Blood.
Do you think that your
Phrase of
wounds are still
desire.
bleeding enough? And I look at Manuelo.
I take out my bandage. Is it still bleeding?
It is indeed still bleeding.
You think
I'll
you can
put
just,
it-
Yeah, you can smear
Yeah,
it a bit?
I'll try to smear it in the mouth of the tree.
You smear some of it, and the tree seems to shudder. But the gate stays closed.
I touch the tree and I whisper to it quietly. What do you want?
You don't hear anything. But you definitely feel as if it said something. And in the back of your head, that same idea. Blood. More.
Is the dude close to us?
Yep.
I'm going to sneakily take out my dagger of wounds. I'm gonna take him and tell him like, can you try and listen? And as he like bends over, I'm gonna slit his throat and put it in his head in the opening so that all the blood comes in the mouth.
Ooh.
Okay.
That poor guy.
Right. Go ahead and give me a deception.
I'm gonna die twice.
Gonna die and then gonna die in the afterlife.
I don't have deception. Have trickery?
Lies?
Yeah,
Ooh,
trickery or
trickery,
lies.
sure. Yep. Both of those work.
Ooh.
As you go and you get closer, it's like, what? I have to do what?
Listen to what it's saying.
And he seems to pause. He doesn't bend or anything. He's still kind of looking at you. But he does seem to be listening. And his eyes widen. And he says, you. And he's pointing at you, Alan.
For me? Yeah, what's up?
What's your name?
Alan?
I remember you.
Yeah.
Did we play cards?
We didn't. I gave you some money.
Oh, you're gonna help me. You offered me money,
Yeah.
and you're gonna help me again.
Okay, how can I do that?
I know how to get in this. And he
Tell
points
me.
to the thing. He's like,
How?
all right, come with me. And he gestures. He gestures you closer. He says, do you have something sharp?
Yeah, what do you want me to do with it?
Yeah, pass it here. Pass it here.
No, just tell me what to do.
No, okay. Slit your hand, put it on a tooth, and then pass me the knife. I'm gonna slit my hand. I'll put it on another tooth.
I'll use my claw.
Okay.
I'll slit open his hand first.
You'll go to open his hand.
Yeah.
Give me a speed defense.
Speed
A
defense.
speed defense.
Speed defense.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Oh wait. Speed defense. I'm trained in that.
Wow.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Indeed. As you go closer, he makes this clumsy swipe to try and grab at your hand. And he says, "You're going to help me in there." And he starts to move forward. He's trying to grab at you.
I'm going to just stab him in the back.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Without difficulty, you manage to stab him in the back. And you can hear the air coming out of his lungs. Just slight sort of surprise. And he kind of just starts to collapse, and he turns his head and says, "Again?" And he slumps forward.
I want to get close to him and slash his throat again with the knife.
Okay.
And as he's doing this, I'm gonna like put his head where the tooths are.
I would
There you
assist
go.
to like make sure the blood like
Yeah.
gets on the tooth of the tree.
But as I slice his throat, I want to say, remember this?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I had
All right.
compassion for him a little bit, but then he tried to attack me. Fuck that. No more.
Ah, yes, the justification.
There's no justification for this, but
Let's
you know.
let's just
Murder
try to
hobo
ignore the fact that we
justification.
murder hobo to a hobo.
That's
Murder
why
hobo to literal murder hobo.
that's I was gonna
Uh-huh.
say. That's why it's called murder hobo.
Because we murder hobos.
So, as you go and you do this, you guys go and complete this. And the amount of blood just seems to go more and more, almost as if it's coming in. And while it's flowing, instead of going down, falling gravity, it seems to be seeping up towards the mouth. And as it does so, you hear this gasping sigh, and the gate starts to open. And it takes a couple of moments as there's creaking of wood as the giant teeth kind of pull open with the blood that's flowing. And by the time the blood stops, the gate is open.
We didn't have to give the phrase.
I was gonna say, is that what and just snap my fingers. Whatever he's called. That's not exactly what he told you, right?
No, it's not. He told me we need to give a phrase of desire. That's not a phrase of desire. But I mean, it worked.
I just look inside the gate.
You peer inside the gates, and you see further in, the realms tend to How do I say this? The way beyond is filled with alien-looking trees. Each of them seem to give off slight spores that are just falling around. And everything looks in strange, sort of almost alluring colors. Grass, flowers, vegetation is not all too dissimilar of that of what you would find in, say, like a jungle.
Didn't we have an image when we poke our head through the first time?
You did have an image.
Where is it? Feast.
This one.
Oh, yes. I don't know what to make of that. But it's wide enough that we can walk in.
Yep.
And what about our hobo?
He's dead.
Again.
He's dead.
As far as you can tell.
So I'm gonna start going in with the lacerator, and I'm gonna tell him, would you know where we could find the ambrosia in this world?
It shakes its head no.
It's gonna
Well
be-
then, let's go adventuring.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
a journey
Any
of discovery.
landmarks we can tell? That's like.
But
like-
once we go through, I guess I will turn around to see what we went through.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Like
That's a good idea.
we're noticing what is the landmark of the gate is crucial.
So you guys walk in,
Mhm.
and as you turn
Do I
around,
have my pistol in the dream?
yes,
Okay. Does it matter?
maybe?
Very reassuring response, thank you.
You're welcome. You turn around and you see the gate. It looks inside out. A very strange kind of sight, considering that you guys did walk into a tree and seem to be coming out of what also looks like the inverse of the tree. It's definitely still a tree. And that's really the best kind of description that you can give. It's not quite like... It doesn't have the same topology. It's almost like a slight reverse topology. And as you walk far enough to actually go and you see, the gate starts to close.
Oh shit.
Very slowly, but it is starting to close.
It's fine.
Make your decision.
Do we officially venture into here knowing that
I have a pair of thongs. Can I try to use the thongs to pry open the gate? Like keep it like slightly ajar? Or
Do you think that's
slightly,
actually going to work?
No, I don't. But it's the only idea I have.
I'll ask the lacerator, if need be to do some sacrifice of blood, would you be able to do it?
It
To
nods.
reopen the door?
I don't know. You get the impression it says, I don't know if it'll suffice for opening the door. But I am bound to you, and I will abide by what you ask.
Do you know of a way to open the door with a special
I don't.
phrase?
I've never been here.
boldly go where no one has gone before?
Mhm.
Well, we have a life sacrifice on our hands. I say it would be a bit of a waste if we didn't take advantage of the opportunity.
True.
So,
All right.
So you guys are going to
Let's
push
go.
forward?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, sure. Yeah.
With a second look, just looking behind, the gate closes. and you guys turn your eyes forward to the landscape ahead of you. A mismatch of very strange-looking alien life. And this is where we're going to end today's session.
That's a reasonable stopping point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're in the room to feast.
Of desire.
Let's get horny, people.
I mean, that's like a permanent, so.
Oh, damn.
God
So?
damn, is right.
So, congrats, everybody. Before I forget, 12 XP to everybody.
12?
Well,
12.
Jesus, that's enough to level up. Almost. No, 16 to level up, right?
16 to level up.
Jesus.
I think I had it so that it was 20. I think the core book says you only need to do the 16. Generally, the way I do it is that because you have a bit of a bonus on leveling up as well, it's each one gives you the small bonus, and then the last one to get to 20 is the actual level up portion. If you guys don't
okay.
mind, I will be continuing with that. And because also of the sheer amount of stuff that you guys get, I don't expect to get very high in the tiers. This is going to be a low tier game.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It also helps with the balance. Because tiering up tends to make the game really fucking easy.
Balance is an illusion.
Yeah. So that means we can start spending the XP to gain the.
Correct.
enhancements?
Please keep the XP that I gave with the taps and any like 1 XP increments. Keep them separate. They're to be used purely for rerolls and for the small bonuses.
Got it.
Okay. So we got 12 XP to spend on level stuff, and I have 2
Yes.
experience to spend on rerolls and whatnot.
Correct.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Oh, magnanimous GM. Wow, that was difficult to say.
Magnanimous.
Yes.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
Benevolent and magnanimous GM.
What does magnanimous even mean? Generous or forgiving? Okay. Especially towards a rival or less powerful person. Interesting.
Yep.
Cool.
I know my vernacular.
All right. Well, GG, everybody. I hope you enjoyed.
GG.
Always.
GG.
I'm going to promptly go sleep because I got to wake up early.
And as usual, you completely creep me out in an excellent way.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I hope I don't just suck EQs. GIF.
Yeah. Let me in.
Let
me
me
in.
in!
All right. Nighty night, guys.
Good night.
night.